tonight's the first hunt of my 2019 regular archery season here in Indiana. Season opened yesterday. It's about 85 degrees. Yesterday was like 90 or 92, but it's cloudy. We've got a pretty stiff west-southwest wind, which is supposed to switch to straight west or a little bit northwest tonight. So I'm going to go to a spot that's just really safe on any kind of west wind. It's actually a pretty good stand. I had a great encounter with a good 3-year-old November last year, and I passed multiple does out of that stand. But it's a pretty decent walk to get back in there, so I'm going to go ahead and pack everything up and switch out of my t-shirt and shorts. A little bit ridiculous, but we're supposed to have a big cold front move through tomorrow, and then the highs on Friday is only going to be like 60. So this should be the last really warm hunt of the year, I hope. I'm going to cross my fingers on that one. But it's kind of looking like the cooler weather is here to stay after tomorrow. Well, I'm finally set up. I took it nice and slow. Got some really good intel right before I started to walk in. I had gotten dressed, got all my stuff packed up, and was just starting to kind of mosey my way out from the truck. And I bumped into the neighbor lady out here riding her horse. She said, right before I got there, that she bumped up a giant buck. There's a number of deer that could be, but then she referenced this deer from last year and said it's the same buck. And if it is, it's the buck that we call Slim Jim. My cousin Zach and I have been hunting that buck for the past couple years. And she said he bounded up further up into this property. So maybe he moseyed up this way. But I took my time getting set up in here. It's a janky little tree, a little mulberry tree, or hedge tree, set up right over this little mowed path. Probably about 15 yards away. There's bedding right over the edge of this ridge. I mean, we're in here tight. It's a good spot. If one comes through, it should be in range. Was really in here looking for a doe, but that may have changed. I'm on pins and needles tonight, and I didn't expect to be. Meow. 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 They came in on the backside of the tree. They always bed. There's always a doe bedded right over the edge of this ridge, like I said in my opening interview. And I was actually just kind of fiddle farting around. And I heard a deer sneeze back in this thicket, so I got the cameras rolling. This is such a tight spot. I didn't put the lens that I normally run on here. On the main camera, I just had a kind of a mid-range lens, not very wide. And I just pointed it down here where this fawn was, and then another fawn popped out, and then I could see the doe back in there. Well, the fawns just kind of started squirting through, and she kind of got squirrely, and she came out here, and I thought she was going to run through all my lanes. So I didn't even mess with the main camera. And there's one tiny little hole, and you could hear me. I finally just went merp and got her to stop. And I came through, and I did exactly what I usually do. I got into holding position. And then I just got antsy because I literally was shooting through the size of about a basketball. And if she had taken another step, I was going to miss my chance. So I went ahead and let it go. That shot right there was 13 yards. And I got a pass through, but it was a little far back. She was facing to the right, and I hit maybe toward the back of the rib cage. The arrow's in there. She went pounding straight north. Quietly. She didn't make a whole lot of ruckus, and they just kind of worked off slowly. That felt so good to release an arrow on a deer. It's been kind of a lackluster start to the season. This is my 6th sit, and it's the first time I've had deer in range. Yeah. Didn't get it on film, but that's the joy of self-filming. I didn't have a wide enough lens on there, and the camera became very secondary very quickly. It's been since September 22nd, I believe. September 21st or something like that of last year since I've shot one. It wasn't a perfect shot, but I'm gonna hope that razor sharp cut throat did its job. That was the first deer I've shot with this stalker. Coyote FXT longbow. Yeah, baby. Yes. She's dead. I just looked up the mowed grass lane, and I saw something that I thought was a rock. Oh man, that's a really bright colored rock. Turns out it's the belly of a dead deer. Yes. Yes. She's laying dead less than 100 yards away. Right on the path, no tracking. Take that back, she's laying 101 yards away. Well, just got all my stuff out of the tree. Got it all packed up. I'm gonna go check out the blood. I know she's dead. It's just fun to go inspect. was right up there in that little limb. That was a tight little shot. It stuck 4 or 5 inches in the dirt on the other side of her. Oh, that's awesome. I got some work ahead of me. I'm gonna go ahead and take all my stuff back to the truck. I'm gonna come back here and start the real work and drag her about 1,000, 1,200 yards to the truck. It'll be worth it. Awesome.